Ba-ding,
you were
ba-ding,
cheating earlier.
ba-ding. I was not cheating.
You were cheating.
I was not cheating. I was not cheating.
You said I was cheating, basically.
No, I said that whenever I'm looking at that stuff, whenever I'm doing it, I'm not looking down
So we
at
were
what
playing
our
just
choices
a little
are.
bit ago. We were playing in
I don't
Dale,
look at the choices.
9
I
Acre
see the
Family
part and I
Farms.
just start saying what it is.
Bite me.
I don't have to look down there and get multiple choice. Hey, how's everybody doing? So let me see here. I'm going to start at the top and see who was in here first. We got Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. She came in, said first message in the chat. And there's Joey, Troy Sutton, Teresa Jukowitz is fourth. There's Dana Mason. Hi, Dana. Dana and Tim. And let's see here.
They were playing Cahoots.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in there playing Cahoots. There's Linda Peterson.
Why is this all like discombobulated?
Because I'm trying to get that picture in the center of it.
Well, then you just.
I just what?
Well, look.
Well, if I do that, then see. Now you come over here.
No.
So there is.
Here, I'll do this while you do that.
Yeah, here, do that. It's open.
I'll make myself useful. I know I opened it, didn't I?
No, I did.
Oh.
And then we've got, let's see here. Hey, there's Ginger. Ginger's in the house.
Ginger.
There's Tamara and David. Hello, Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Mr. Mudd. Hey, Mr. Mudd.
Hey, Mr. Mudd.
We were talking earlier about nitrous and turbochargers and superchargers. And
yes, and I knew that. I
and
knew that answer.
You can run nitrous and a turbo together. All it does is like I'll give you an example. A 50 shot of nitrous run with a supercharger or turbocharger will actually, with the cooling effect and everything, will actually give you more power from the nitrous and give you like a 50 shot would give you like 125 horse.
Well, that would save you on your nitrous.
Yeah. So anyway, just saying. And then we've got, let's see here. There's Janae. Howdy, Janae.
But you know what's really cool?
Hey, Lori.
A blower car.
Yeah.
I like this 8
Lynette
o'clock.
Lawrence. Hello, Lynette.
Hey, Lynette.
Good to see you.
I like this 8
There's
o'clock.
Lacey Summers.
Hey, Lacey.
Howdy.
Did you hear me?
You like what?
I like this 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. And then there's Jesse at Lazy Days Ahead. Howdy. Yeah, 8 o'clock is because she gets off like right when we go live. I mean, she's running from like her office chair to get into to a chair.
I've had a nap. I ate dinner.
Yeah, she had a nap.
I played some Cahoots.
She got to play Cahoots. Now we're all.
I tried to beat him.
There's Nanny Tam. Howdy, Nanny Tam.
I look at my hair here.
There's Kristen.
Why do cowlicks do what they want to do over
Hey,
time?
Kristen.
Hey, Kristen.
I don't know. We'll get into that deep subject later.
I know. Okay, sorry. Hey, y'all want to see my new toppers? They're 4th of July fireworks. Woo!
You doing that for Joey so we can see it?
Yeah.
There's Rhonda Dodson. Hey, Rhonda. Good to see you. There's Amy and Chris. Howdy. Still got cool AC here.
Mm-hmm. Way too cool.
No, it's not. No. I'm telling you.
I'm wearing sweatpants and long sleeve shirt.
It's not too cold.
So one of us is when I get sick,
right.
I start burning up. When you're sick, you get cold.
Hey, there's Dale.
So
hey, Dale.
Hey, Dale.
Dale, that was great. And we had a lot of fun on that.
Yeah, he's cheating.
Hey, Lori Carp, how you doing? And there's Bodie. Howdy, Bodie. And there's Rudy. Hi, Rudy. And let's see here. We got... Go on down through here. Thank you for the education, Jesse. I have the knowledge from the 70s. LOL. Well, let's see here.
Jesse is never wrong. I have proof.
Yeah.
We all
Except for whenever he's wrong. And then we got, hey, Scotty. How are you doing? And I saw an amazing hat today. Make America Born Again. So awesome.
Yeah, I saw that on Patera's channel. Someone made it for her. Or I've seen one on her channel. It may not be the same one that you're talking about.
Did I say hello to Scotty? I think I did.
You just did.
Yep. Hi, Scotty.
Hey, Scotty.
And
Hi,
let's see
Bodie.
here.
Hi,
Going
Amy,
on down,
Chris.
trying to catch up. Hey, Rainy Ridge. Congrats on the short, Rainy Ridge. 1 million view short is really cool. I'm telling you, I mean, we've done that too, and it's really cool. Those are really cool whenever they take off. Any short
Hey,
at
Lori.
any time can be a viral short. So just keep putting those shorts out, and eventually,
Well, let's clarify viral. Million
view.
Okay.
That's viral. If you hit 1 million with a short, it's a viral short.
I'll never know.
So you don't know that. You can put out a short tomorrow and it could hit 1 million.
I put out my short on the tomato plant and no one's biting. And it's so good.
It doesn't matter, babe. It could go.
It could.
Okay.
It's not going to.
Okay. Well, be like, just, all right. Anyway, congratulations, Rainy Ridge.
Yeah, congratulations.
So let's see here. And we got Reverend Joe in here. Reverend Joe. And let's see here. There's Jeff Martin.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. I was at an auction today. I'm telling you.
Did you buy me something?
Awesome auction. Awesome.
Did you buy me something?
It was an awesome auction. And then we got, let's see here.
There's butt nuggets.
Butt nuggets. Hey, butt nuggets.
And then cracks me.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yippee-ki-yay.
There's Paleto Creations. Where did you get your toppers, Christine?
Who else?
Paleto Creations.
I got them from, what are they called?
Butt Nugget says, you'll have to excuse me, I'm using speech to gibberish. No such thing as too cold, says Chris.
Called?
That's right. No such thing as too cold.
No, it's awesome though.
Hey, Lori Carr.
Awesome, but Johnny says I swing the temperature gauge a little too friendly.
And I tell you what, when she moves
53 years old,
when she moves
I can do whatever I
the
want to do.
little lever on the thermostat, I click it like 1 or 2 degrees, one way or the other. Hers, she's got to move it an inch. I mean, it's like, I got to move this thing an inch. If I don't move it an inch, I don't feel like I've moved it. And you'll be sitting here.
I'm very dramatic.
You'll be turning blue, and
Pears,
and you're like this, and you go look, and it's set on like.
Welcome to me going
50.
to sleep every night. I'm freezing. My toes are blue and falling off. My fingers.
But then, whenever you start getting warm,
pears,
when you start getting warm in the house, you go look at it. It'll be on 90.
Oh, bite me. Go turn on your nitrous.
Okay.
We had a great weekend.
Yeah, we did. And we'll talk about that here in a minute.
A little bit.
So, Bud Files. Howdy, Bud Files. How are you doing? Yeah, we are going to talk about that because I won something. I won some stuff. Hey, Jerome.
I don't know you.
You know Rufus and Muffin growing bovine community. I have heard of Rufus somewhat. And it's the only way I've heard of Rufus is because
people
keep mentioning Rufus in my videos or shorts and stuff like that.
About
that's the only way I had any idea about Rufus.
I was going to say, there's somebody in the community that has a bull named Rufus. That's not the Rufus that you're probably talking about, though, too.
No, they're not talking about that.
How's the Illinois River flowing down there? It was up. I don't know. We haven't been in a couple of years. We need to, though. That would be fun.
We haven't been in a couple of years?
Decades.
What are you talking about? All we had to do is drive right over there. We hadn't been over there to look
at it. We haven't gone floating.
He didn't ask if we've been floating.
I would say, how's the Illinois River? I can't stand
flowing.
Flowing. It's flowing.
Flowing.
Didn't that help?
You can tell by just driving over the bridge and looking.
Whatever.
Haven't looked.
That's the way I am, Dale. If it gets 1,000, I'm like, woohoo! Hey,
that's
Kim.
right, Rainy Ridge. You never expect it.
I'm on the phone with my
all of a sudden it just happens.
Lurking. Well, glad you're lurking. I do a lot of lurking.
Anymore, I get happy if I get 1,000 views on a short. That's a goal. I mean, you just put them out, and eventually it hits. I'm telling you, they do hit.
The air conditioner came on.
Yeah, they wouldn't know
that. Hi, Leanne. Yeah, they would have, but they can hear it.
Nope.
My wife's daughter got frames with toppers from Pear. That's where I got mine. She's gotten about 3 billion marketing emails from me. Yep.
Woo.
I've got about 3 billion toppers.
So.
These are my computer glasses, though. So. And right now I can't find my regular.
Hey, Midway Farms, doing great. Thanks for coming in. And it's another channel with a bull named Rufus. Right. I got that after everybody would keep comparing Danny to Rufus.
I don't know why.
And I was like, I don't even know who Rufus is. So I went and looked at a couple of the shorts and stuff like that.
Hey, Reverend Joe.
And so that's the reason I know who Rufus is, because people started comparing Rufus and Danny and stuff like that.
There's my beautiful friend Lisa. Why do you keep doing that? I hate that.
Because my hat is plumb up out of the So
I'm gonna go get my eyes.
So hi country homestead. Can't stay for too long, need to go do some fencing. Just wanted to say hello and show some support. Well, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. All right. So first thing is first. We got, well, I'm going to say it like this. I got called out by Jesse of Lazy Days Ahead. He called me out and said that they were going to go to Biloxi, Mississippi. And I didn't have a hair on my butt if I didn't show up. And guess what?
I don't remember hearing that part.
I showed up.
Hey, Rochelle.
We showed
I'll
up.
text her.
And
Christine needs a booster seat. I do.
And
Whoops.
And there was a bet on it. There was a $2 bet. And you know, the $2 thing, it comes out quite often in our deal. So I wanted to show you guys something. Look at there. I got my $2. I got my $2.
Mine.
And I'm also going to tell you, if Jesse sends you some of these, they ain't no good.
Yeah, they might send you to a little pretty place. Hey, did you not pronounce Biloxi correct?
And
I like these. Look at these. He
gave these out.
Those are Butamus.
I'll leave that upside down.
Here, Joey.
And then the cool poker chips. You know,
don't use those at the casino either.
So you get those. So anyway, that was really cool. We had a lot of fun. We went to a casino. They went to several casinos, but me and Christine went to one casino with them.
And don't blame me.
And I got $15 in free play, which immediately I lost. And then Jesse, he comes up behind me and slaps a $20 bill into my machine. And I end up winning some money, and not a lot.
Hey, figuring it out.
And I actually got to pay Jesse back
Good,
with
Joey.
that.
I'm always trying. Yeah,
he actually made money too, because you know I gave him half of what I won, which it wasn't.
You should have gave him back everything.
I gave him back half of what I won. He got all his money back, plus half of my. So anyway, nobody ever puts money in my machine, says Butt Nuggets. So anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was fun. And then we ate at some good places.
I guess you keep on saying Biloxi incorrect. Biloxi. How do you keep saying Biloxi?
What are you talking
Biloxi.
About? Why do you?
I see people correcting you, so say it.
I said Biloxi.
Yeah, that's how I say it.
Yeah, so it's pronounced Biloxi. Okay, Biloxi. Yes, there you go. Hey, Brampton Gardner, there's Rochelle. How are you doing? And then that Bobby Dodson's, that's figuring it out with Catfish. Y'all had left Biloxi the morning we came home from Florida. We weren't far from Biloxi. I'm sorry, Biloxi, guys. We weren't far from Biloxi on the route home. Wow.
There was not a car show, Joey.
There was, and I missed it.
There was some.
I missed it.
I
That's
told
the
you.
one
I
thing.
told you.
The
To,
one thing.
we
I
drove
was
by
like,
and I said, duck and roll, tuck and roll. You could have went. I'd come back and pick you up. But no, you must not want to go that bad if you didn't just jump right on out and go.
no, we hadn't been to Buc-ee's.
No.
We didn't get to do any of that cool stuff.
And whose fault was that?
Yours. It's always your fault.
I like the name of that ranch, Loose Screw Ranch.
So let's see here.
No, I told Johnny because I said I want to go to Buc-ee's because I never get to go. Y'all know. And we were 28 minutes away from one. And he's like, I'm going to go back to the hotel and take a nap.
We did. Everybody else was going back and taking a nap too. I remember that because Ginger was talking about, oh man, it's time for my old lady nap. We got to. That's what she said. She did say that.
Did not say
she
that.
did say that.
Lisa, did she say that? I don't think she said that.
She said it. So that's what we did. We went back and took a nap. Old people nap. Woo! There it is. $2 times 2 plus 1. Amy. Thank you, Amy. You didn't have to do that, Amy.
Lisa didn't nap, and that is correct. It's not old lady nap, it's old people nap.
She said old people nap. I heard old lady nap. Anyway.
And Lisa said, yeah, that's kind of like you say.
Naps rock.
Johnny says men that have gray hair look distinguished, but women with gray hair look like old hat. That's why I'm so self-conscious of this. He thinks I'm a hag enough. Don't nag me, but it's much fun.
Hi, Evelyn. How are you
Evelyn.
doing? Good to see you. Been working outside. I understand you work outside
Randy
when
will
you can.
never drive out of the way for things. Sometimes he'll be like, if it's on the right side of the road.
Won't even cross the street. You right? Right?
Yeah, Johnny will. If it's anybody but me, he'll cross the street. He'll be like, yeah, but me, he's like, what's the matter with you, woman? I could take it. Ooh, man nap.
Oh, man.
Like,
Wasn't it a great nap, though? You took one, too.
No, I didn't.
You did, too.
I did not.
You did, too.
Like, I don't ask for much in this world.
So, anyway, guys, I went to a really cool auction today.
Change the subject.
I did. I went to a really cool auction today, and I did something that I never do. I hauled a trailer with me, and that trailer came back full.
Oh yeah.
So anyway,
he
got something at the auction today. Just saying, got something at the auction.
Buy something for me?
I used some of that YouTube money. And I bought something at the auction.
Yeah,
today.
he did. He informed me. I used my YouTube money.
So
where's my $2?
So anyway, I went and bought some stuff at the auction, and I bought a few things today. Actually, bought several things. And let's see here, Randy would choose a nap. Randy would choose a nap too. I didn't get my old lady nap today, says Nanny Tam. And let's see here. I can only nap if I'm sick, says Rochelle. And then let's see here.
Lori.
Hey Heather, how are you doing? Heather's here.
Tony.
And let's see here.
Heather.
Hey Tony, good to see you. Tony, I bought some at the auction today.
Well,
it has an engine too. So just saying. But I can't afford to pay attention, let alone an auction. I go to a lot of auctions, but a lot. I've got several auctions already backed up, but the auction that I went to today, I'm actually going to put out not tomorrow because I've already got another one on queue for tomorrow, but I'm going to put it out next Friday. It's jumping ahead of some other ones, but man, it was a great auction today. I was actually in Kansas.
Oh, that's nice.
So
I've been watching your auction videos.
Thank you.
They're great. I need a 2005 Ford Escape limited instrument cluster. Did you maybe get one?
Well, you know something?
He probably could have found one today.
I probably could have found one today.
I found out there was something he probably should have bought our oldest grandson today so he could change out some motors, and he didn't.
Yes, I did. Our grandson, actually, he had a Honda Civic.
He still does.
He still has it, but he went out on his own and he bought himself, I believe it's either a 99 or a 2000.
I think he said it's a 99.
It's either a 99 or a 2000. I think he said 2000.
Maybe.
It's a 99 or 2000.
Hey, Red Rooster.
It's an
Red
S10
Rooster
single cab pickup. And he wants to swap a small block Chevrolet.
And he's
into
selling
that.
his Honda. That didn't last.
And he's selling his
He's
Honda.
turning out to be just like him.
He wants to hot rod.
Well,
Hi, Guy Fallon. How are you doing?
He was raised to be that way, be a little gearhead.
I mean, you know.
And he finally, he's got some big shoes to fill because hopefully he's the future of.
Well, I'm hoping that he races a GTO.
I'm hoping our Jackson does too.
So, Well, yeah.
We've got 4 grandsons. One of them needs to be racing it, but they got a lot to learn.
After that yelling dude does all that yelling, who pays what? I don't know. Well, it's one of those things that I've learned over time. I've literally been going to an auction since I was an infant. So, I actually had one of the auctioneers come up to me today, and he reads the comments on my videos. One of those auctioneers reads the comments on my videos, and he said there was one person that said, why do they keep yelling so much? Why are they so loud? Why do they do this and all that and everything? And he said, man, we do that stuff for a reason. I said, I absolutely understand that. The reason an auctioneer yells like that and tries to keep, and, you know, whenever somebody bids, I mean, they jump out there and they go, yeah, like that. The reason they do that is because it's trying to get the endorphins going in your mind. It's basically the same thing as if you're sitting at that machine in the casino and it's all these bells and whistles and things are going and stuff like that. It's the same thing. And the auctioneers are trying to get that going out there while
and auctioneers
they make everything seem exciting.
Auctioneers love for women to go because they will outbid themselves.
Women will.
They're annoying.
I mean, I know one guy that'll do that too. I think Joey would have Joey would have high bid and he'd bid again. He'd just keep bidding every time they say something. He'd just keep bidding. Deal or no deal, we won $1.80. We were so happy you'd think we hit the big jackpot. Yeah. So
Joey.
Not for nothing says yep. He'd be high bid and he would actually bid again.
Well, we've seen that.
He would just keep bidding on top
Heather
of himself.
says her dad needs prayers, still his leg and his hips is in pain. My adopted cousin and his girlfriend need prayers. They're going to have a baby. We found out this week. I'll keep them in our prayers.
We'll keep them in our prayers, Heather.
Hey, there is Josh, my son. Hey, y'all, drive back from work. Hope everyone is doing well in y'all's neck of the woods.
We are, and I hope those fires are getting under control up there where you are.
I saw him post that
he
there
said
was some
there was
rain.
rain.
Yeah, I don't know.
Joe was an auction. I will not bid against him. That's right, Tony. And, you know, hey, Red Dirt Rooster Road, howdy. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Tony said he's going to an auction tomorrow looking
That's
for
Monty and Michelle.
Mm-hmm. I said hi to him before you did.
And let's see.
Just FYI.
Hey, there's Jennifer. I'd be happy too. That was a hard-earned $1.80.
Anyway, Tony said he's going to an auction tomorrow for parts for his Ranger. Your allergies are bothering you.
I tell you what, Tony, you should have been at the auction I was at today. Ranger stuff everywhere. I mean, everywhere.
Now you tell him.
So I'm just saying, small block Ford stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Small block Chevrolet stuff everywhere.
Troy's
Had
has
a lot of it.
floods happening around the house because of all the rains.
Pray for Brother Troy Sutton. Yeah. Prayers for Troy. And let's see. Hey, there's Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse. Howdy, howdy. Thanks for coming in.
This just feels like having Mike and MT next to me because I notice his beautiful wife will say hi to people and then he acts like he just saw them.
That's right. There you go. I searched YouTube, Jennifer, not for nothing Homestead, and there's a video of a guy hitting a jackpot on Deal or No Deal.
Is that okay? I remember the old TV show, but was that a cha-ching?
You know,
What do
we
you
actually
call
found one of those. I mean, we were at the casino and there was a machine there and it had a handle on the side of it. And Lisa was playing it. I said, I wonder if that's one of them you can pull that lever.
Almost all of them were that way.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
At Lisa, am I right?
No.
Most of them were that way.
No. Good. Most of them have a button. But they had a very, very few machines that actually had a handle out
I think I'm the only one that didn't play anything.
Yeah, you didn't play anything. I think Joey actually.
I got sensory overload.
Who has an auction on a Thursday? Everyone is at work. Not everybody. So, hey, Mary Ann Bimler, how are you doing? The truck is a truck. Well, I don't know about that. I like the ones with the handles, says Amy. One arm bandit, says Guy Fallon. That's right. That's right. But anyway, so that auction today was very, very cool. They had a lot of old classic cars. They had a lot of pickups. They had a lot of stuff. They had a couple of Pontiacs, and one of them followed me home.
That's right. Well, it's poor working people.
And
we're not old enough to retire.
I'm working.
Well, you are working your second job. He's retired from his first job of being,
That's work for me.
He was a federal employee. We won't say what he did. Let's just say he had some. Anyway.
I had some what?
Clearances.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, and then he retired from that, and now I made him become a farmer. Farmer.
Farmer John.
Even though. Mm-hmm. And then now he's a YouTube doer of all things. So that's his third
want
job.
That job, says Dale. Yeah. But anyway, it was a good auction. There's actually another really good auction tomorrow and another really great auction on Saturday here. And I'm a real farmer. Thank you, Ginger. I didn't know. I've been justified.
We love you.
So anyway, I'm a former wannabe farmer. I had to go back to work. I'm looking forward to watching the auction, John. I love watching them. Thank you, Nanny Tam. I've got one coming out. It's coming out tomorrow, but it's not today's auction. Today's auction was really cool. I wish that I could have went in there with like a list of like parts and things like that I could use, because they had boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of car parts. Like if you needed a carburetor rebuild kit, if you knew which one you needed, they had tons of them. They had all kinds of stuff. Just need to retire again.
Hey, Karen.
Yeah. Brian says, yes, Johnny is a real farmer. I saw
Johnny's looking
not
for
just
a
sage
non-board Windsor to stroke. A Windsor?
Yeah, he needs a 351 Windsor.
You're not going to put that in the Ranger, are you?
Yeah. Yeah. Zzz, says Jennifer Ocean. Zzz. Jennifer saying zzz. Come on, Jennifer.
Sorry, I'm enjoying my nugget ice here.
Nugget ice. Yeah, she's got her a new ice machine over there that makes this little crunchy kind of ice that she just
Sonic ice.
She was kind of like Sonic ice. It's a little cubed ice. It's kind of cute and everything. What else we got? Oh yeah, Dale, I found out that pheasants are born looking for some way of offing themselves.
Not their.
They just, I tell you what, if it can happen to a pheasant, it will. Not that they're doing anything to each other at all. They just, I mean, they seem to be getting along great, but they have these wings and they like to fly. And since they fly, they get into trouble that chickens don't get into in a pen.
When they're in a house of horrors, yeah.
What
Hey,
are you
Rudy.
talking about?
Still editing but listening during.
So
okay.
we had one that actually got over into a watering thing that was a PVC pipe that was mounted on the side, and it didn't happen to have the lid on the top of it. But with chickens, it's not a problem because they don't get way up there at the top. Well, this thing flew up and went right down the deal. And then another one, we had a little wire.
That's my girl.
That was at the top of the inside that we used to hang like a feeder or water, and it had a little J hook in it. Just a little J hook, just something you just kind of put something up there on it to hang it. One of them flew up there.
Now we've got 8.
Hung its head in that thing like that, and then just didn't make it. Let's just put it that way. I couldn't believe it. I went out there and it looked like they, kicked a stool out underneath themselves or something like that. I was like, are you kidding me? Why did you do that? And Christine goes, probably one of our only 2 male birds did that. Probably. Hey, 2 old people on the couch. How are you doing?
Mark. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you.
Hey, Shallow Acres.
Josh said, sounds like it was up there. He reiterated what he said. Sounds like
Christy,
raised quail.
I've got to highlight this. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. Ranchers are hooves and farmers are roots. Just saying.
Okay, so
you're a furniture. We have so many people who go, oh, you got to have thousands of acres to be a rancher.
This is what I'm going to say. Who cares?
He unalived himself. That's right. He did. That's how you know if they're male or not. They don't make it. That's true.
Well, what did I say?
The males always die sooner. Always.
Because they probably said something stupid. But anyway, did you hear?
We do so much.
I'm going to say I do not want to be a dude. Can you? What did I say? I said if you're going to be on Gilliam Farms, you better be tough.
You gotta be tough. Y'all got to cut yet? Hey, Be Better, how are you doing?
No. We had so much rain.
We haven't got to cut any hay. Not yet. And they're talking about we might get some rain tonight, which, at this point.
Brian, go.
I mean, I'm like, it might as well rain. So
how's my Dexter?
They were probably nagged by the others couldn't take it anymore.
Brian, you've been hanging out with Johnny too much.
Can I buy some hay from you? You bet, butt nuggets. You sure can if you need any.
We do bales though. I mean, not bales.
They're round bales.
We do big round bales.
They're round bales. But anyway, so we got we've had a lot of fun. That drive over to Biloxi, I have to say it right.
We're hoping we get some of that rain, Tony.
It's been pouring rain here for the last 2 hours. Raining here tonight, says Mark and Debbie.
We'll blow it to the east.
It has not rained here. It was 93 today where I was, and I'll tell you what, my clothes could have walked by themselves whenever I got home, I'm telling you. I mean, they had that much life in them.
Yeah, I don't want that much rain, Troy. We're praying for you, brother.
We had 3 inches of rain in 20 minutes. Wow. That's crazy. But I got 3,000 square bales from LY. Who's LY?
All I'm thinking
Put
of
up
is
75
Libby.
bales of 5x6 net wrap hoed hay this week. That's awesome, Dale. We get square bales down the road. We're good. I was just kidding. Yeah, I understand. You know, square bales, there's not that many people
Last
that
year.
bale.
Sorry.
Oh, last year.
We're a little slow.
But I got 3,000 square bales from last year. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I'm not.
He didn't get. Well, you did get your old people now today.
We don't. I don't have that many square bales or that many bales, but we have about 100 bales left over from last year.
Thank you, Ginger.
So, you know, if we don't have, I told her if we only get one cutting this year, it's fine. That'll be another 100 and something bales. We only use close to 100 a year, so
and we
it's
give
fine.
some to your brother too, a little bit.
Yeah, my brother gets all his hay from us. We only got a small farm. We're good. So, but anyway, yeah, we don't have to have. You feed square bales? Man, I remember feeding square bales whenever I was younger.
Heather. You remember bucking them.
Oh, yeah. My gosh. Square bales are way too much effort if you're not selling to feed stores. Yeah.
I tell you what, though, I think every child,
not eating bugs yet.
Boy needs to buck hay for summer.
I'm telling you. Yeah, those grandsons, they
all need to buck hay.
I agree. I think, you know, just like in Israel, they have everybody go into the military.
I still think the United States should do that.
I think every young boy, man, however you want to say it, everyone of them needs to buck hay at some point in their life. They need to buck hay, cut wood, and pick up rocks. It needs to happen.
Oh, and build fence.
Oh, yeah.
I learned to build fence with him, and I learned how to do it.
So we're going to be, I'm getting ready to do some of that. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing, the dozer. All right.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's the fun part.
The dozer, it's really funny.
Guy.
I got a story about the dozer. I went over and I started doing a video about the dozer.
Oh, throw shingles. That's right.
Throw shingles. That's right.
He's done that with his brother and stuff. Didn't you do it with Kenny? I know Kenny used to do that.
Yeah.
Well, you used to frame houses.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I used to frame houses.
When I met him, he was framing houses while he's going to college.
107 degrees. Anyway, so
you were brown.
I was pretty brown. The dozer. So I thought I'm going to do this video because we're getting ready to do a lot of land clearing. We're going to clear a lot of the ground here where we live. We've got 90 acres up here, and I thought, well, we're going to clear a lot of the ground up here, because we're going to start another cattle herd,
which is huge for us because when we got here, I didn't like any trees down because we're all into hunting and stuff. But I'm excited now.
So here, there's more. There's more to it, Dale. So anyway, I'm getting to that.
Exactly, Ginger.
I thought
that's what it feels like here. I didn't go outside today yet. Well, no, I did. I went and opened the gate for you. Sorry, go ahead. I'm having my own conversation while you're talking.
So anyway, I thought I'll make a video. It'll be an ASMR. It'll be no talking. It'll be, just camera angles.
No talking.
And I did a bunch of video of going and getting the dozer. I thought I was just going to bring it home, do an oil change on it, and go to work. Well, there's some things that you're not going to see in that video. One of them is I went and got it. Everything was perfect. I mean, it rolled right up on the trailer. It did everything I wanted it to do.
Like fun.
I got it up here to the place. I parked it, went out the next day to start doing more video of getting it off, doing the oil change, doing all the other stuff like that. And that thing struggled trying to come off the trailer.
It was sad.
The tracks were locked, and I was trying to overpower it with the engine. I finally got it off the trailer long enough to realize that thing needs to be back on the trailer because it needs
Yeah,
to go somewhere.
I remember you thinking, oh, I shouldn't have taken it off the trailer.
Because I was like, I mean, I bet it took me 20 minutes to get that thing to move 6 or 7 feet up. And it was crazy.
Howdy,
So-
howdy, howdy.
So anyway,
Hey.
hey, Troy.
Hey, Troy.
So I struggled that thing back up onto the trailer.
That's right, Janae.
And I hauled it to the shop, and they've got solenoids that lock the brakes up. And well, let's just put it this way: had something go out.
But you also have
Anyway, so while it was there, I said, "Hey, since you guys have it here, man, that blade is awful loose on that thing, and it's loose because it wears." And they have to pull shims out in order to take slack out of the blade, and the blade can rock back and forth. So I said, well, since you guys have it over here, why don't you pull some shims out of that front blade while it's here? So they did. They used a lot of heat on it. They broke some bolts getting it out and everything.
Well, that's
but they fixed it. They fixed them.
Happen.
They fixed it. But the blade's nice and tight. It rolls good and everything. I got it back over here, and then I did my oil change, just like I was going to do for the video. I did my oil change, and I decided to make the oil change part of it, and that's going to be in the actual video. But I decided to go ahead and make that little part and just put it in as a evergreen. So it's a little evergreen video
with no talking.
It doesn't do.
Hey, John
It
goes
won't
outdoors.
do. It won't do a lot at one time. But I can tell you, I looked on YouTube for changing the oil on a Case 550G Dozer. I got the only one. The only one. So there you go. I made the first video on changing oil on a Case 550G.
You know what? Either you made it look really easy or it's fairly easy because it looks a lot easier than doing it in a car.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's hard. It's just
but it's not
knowing where stuff.
Knowing where stuff is. It wasn't what I was expecting at all.
Knowing where stuff is.
Yeah, but I love those kind of videos because I learn.
Hey, John Goes Outdoors. How are you doing? Because when I was a child in Central Alabama, no air conditioning, had window fans and a basement to go to if it got too hot. Christy, I understand that. You are the only one, Johnny, and we are better for it, Troy. I know nothing compared to Johnny. I am as green as they come, but I love it in the country.
Me too.
But anyway, thank you guys. If you don't mind, hit the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Man, I got an allergy.
I know, you're wearing me out. Your nose is gonna run away from you. So let me go get you some Kleenexes.
So anyway,
yeah,
if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
So anyway,
I'll be back in a couple of hours.
So I've got the Dozer ready to go. I just got to find the time to actually use it right now. I don't think, let's see, I've got an auction Saturday. Tomorrow I'll be editing all day. I've got an auction on Saturday that I'm going to go to. That's going to eat up the day. Sunday's church.
You don't got any Kleenexes.
And then, so it looks like it'll be.
Oh, thank you for the orange hearts.
Maybe Monday. I can get on the Dozer. So
we need to get the
drone. Hey, Gray Wolf Outdoors, how are you doing?
To get the drone up though and get some good footage before you start doing that because it's going to be live. It's going to be major changes. I'm
going to put the drone up. The way I'm going to do this is we actually have all of our land across the road is actually already fenced.
Praise the Lord.
I'm sure there's some trees down on it in various places that I'll have to go fix here and there, but it is fenced. We fenced it. It was not fenced when we moved here. This place was. We
cleared it for fencing.
Place was wild. We changed all that. I wish we'd been doing YouTube then because this house, none of this was here. This was all wood. Everything was wood. So I got a new thumb camera actually for my videos. Nice.
Cool thumb camera.
So
I've never heard of
So I'm going to go out and I'm going to do some I'm going to fix fence where I need to. Like I said, all the land is actually clear, not clear, but it's actually fenced over there. I'd say there's 70 acres under fence over there on that side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lot of clearing, and then I'm going to run hot wire, and I'm going to try to keep the cattle up toward the front of our property and not let them get to the back. Even though it'll still be our property and it's still fenced and everything, I just don't want them wandering the woods.
Well, and that kind of keeps it for us for hunting.
And
the back
and
is,
we're gonna it is not.
Some of it is.
There is a little bit of it.
We live in the foothills of the Ozarks. We've got ridges and everything else and saddles and stuff on our property, but it's awesome over there. It's got a little bit of everything. It's like South Dakota.
So anyway, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna clear some ground. I'm gonna run some hot wire to keep the cattle up on this side. I have a pond over there.
Johnny made a pond over there.
There is a pond over there. It's held water. It went dry one time. When we first built the pond, it was a little smaller, and I actually have a video of increasing the size of that and everything with the Dozer.
I don't know about a naked man that runs through our woods, Janae. I must not have been in that conversation or life.
The naked man that runs through those woods. So
we have a Bigfoot that runs through
Shallow Acres. I love cattle shorts.
Me too.
I'm glad Shallow Acres, because I do a lot of them. So, so what I'm going to do is I've got one pond over there. It's actually full, and it holds water really, really well. The problem is up here we have a lot of chunk flint rock, and so ponds have to actually have to be shallow, because if you get too deep, you get into that rock and they won't hold.
Oh yeah, that's
so
true.
What I have to do is I have to make several ponds, and so I'm going to be, as I'm clearing, I'm going to be building ponds while I'm going. I'll find a spot that's good for a pond. I'll make a shallow pond, and then I'll move on and clear some more and do that.
Thank you to all our mods and everybody dropping links. Thank y'all.
So I don't know what we're talking about.
I don't either.
How do we get into this naked man
Janae
stuff?
started it. I'm writing her out. Janae started it.
So,
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, we don't have none of that out here. Now we have had, I don't know, there's weird stuff that's happened out here before,
but Johnny's taking care of
it. Yeah. So anyway,
I mean, he's a pretty tall dude and looks grumpy all the time, even when he's happy.
He used
to smile.
I have real bad, if I'm not really trying, like if I'm not really trying, if you're standing next to me, I really have RBF bad.
But so do I. So what is it?
I mean, bad. But whenever I have RBF, I look.
So when I have really it, what do I look like?
RBF. So yeah, springs or creeks to feed them, or wait for the rain. So and if our ponds ever go dry, where I'm going to have the cattle, it's not too far for us to run a hose. Water. I can just run a hose over there.
I also kind of want us to do something back here in the back.
Johnny, you guys will have to connect with us somehow when you make it to Ohio. Yeah, that's right, Troy. We will.
I was trying.
We were going to try to go to Ohio this year, but we're not going to be able to make it because I've got way too much stuff to do. I'm going to tell you right now, we have.
Maybe next year, though.
This year, we have
a lot of bucket things.
A lot.
That God's just blessed us with.
I'm just going to start going through it again. All right, we just went to Biloxi. We just went to Biloxi.
That was a surprise.
That was nice.
That was very nice.
Then
one more year.
Then we go. Our next thing that we go to is the cruise. We have a cruise in
I
August.
have a couple of South Dakota trips, but yeah.
Well, she's going to South Dakota for work, but we have a cruise in
Calm down, grumpy
August.
man.
Okay, so we're going to Alaska on a cruise in August.
Shirley Chris Johnny would probably say that too. Irritable bowel syndrome.
so we're going to go on an Alaska cruise.
Oh, that's good, John.
That's going to be a lot of
I hope
fun.
your mom's doing good.
Then we're going to. What's the very next thing after that? Our Alaska cruise. We have the
race.
We have the race
that we'll see
in
Julie
Kansas.
and Dell at.
We have the race in Kansas that we're going to. We're taking the GTO to Kansas for that big race. We'll be there all weekend.
And then
so you guys ought to show up, Mid-America Dragway.
And then we have the private. Well, you do. I won't.
And then we're going to go to Pinecone Fest.
Before that, though, in that poverty tour?
No, Pinecone Fest. And we're going to Pinecone Fest.
Pinecone Fest!
And then from Pinecone Fest, I have to make a mad dash to the house, jump in either a 77 4-speed Trans Am that we have. It's a kind of a barn find deal that's, not running right now. Or jump in another 69 GTO that we have that's also not running right now, and drive to Tucson, Arizona to the duct tape drags. And I may drive the car. So going to be driving the car that I'm going to put together on video to the duct tape drags in Tucson, Arizona. It'll be part of a group. If you watch Pole Barn Garage,
oh, that's cool. They did Route 66
all those guys. I'll be with Pole Barn Garage and them.
Who?
For Poverty Tour, and we'll be doing it on Route 66. I think we're staying in. The first night is going to be in El Reno, then Amarillo.
For years, Jesse, for years.
And then we're going to be. Do what? Come on. So anyway.
Yeah, drag racing is my favorite too. I don't care for roundy round.
So we're going from Amarillo to what is it? Grants, New Mexico,
and then Globe,
Arizona, and then on down to Tucson. So it's going to be a pretty cool deal driving an old beater, and that's all I can say about that. I mean, if I drive the GTO, it won't be quite as much a beater after I get done with it. But I'm telling you, if I drive the Trans Am, it's going to be a beater.
Duct tape.
But it's cool because it's 4-speed. So, we'll be looking for those videos because I will be putting, I'm going to be putting it together, getting it running, putting a few miles on it, making sure I think it's going to make it, I hope. And then.
That's part of the fun. You don't know. You may be out on the side of the highway fixing something. Johnny and the Bandit without the frog.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Okay, so Troy, I'll just, he can go on that trip and I'll go.
That's a really long way of saying you don't want to come see me, John. No, Troy. So, anyway, so then we have, after we do that, the duct tape drags, I have to find 5 days this fall that me and her both can get off, can take time.
This is what I'm really excited about besides Pinecone Fest.
And then we're going to go elk hunting this year in New Mexico.
I've never gotten one before. I'm so excited.
So we're going to go out to New Mexico and we're going to hunt elk. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So
right now.
Hey, Kevin. There's Kevin.
I got to get some...
It's fun to be on a track with 20 other idiots. Yeah.
My friend
that would be you kind of tie your steering wheel to the left and just go for it.
Hey, Kevin. There's Kevin. We're hiking with Jackie Boy.
Yeah, it is going to be a lot of fun, Ginger.
I brought you this.
I know.
I'm going to start spraying you. Trying wear me out. I'm going to go find you some medicine.
I left my speech to text on and said stupid stuff. Oh, my goodness. Speech to text. So anyway, but we got quite a few things going on this year. Plus, I'm trying to make sure that I've got auction videos that can come out every Friday. I try to make sure there's a Friday auction video every single week, and that's one of the things I want to tell you guys about is consistency. YouTube likes consistency. I can tell you that. I mean, I learned that from a lot of folks, but Eddie Family Farm was one of them that told me about consistency, and it does like consistency. So, Palmetto Paratrooper, I guess being on track with 20 other idiots is only fun when you're all in a vehicle. It wasn't fun on foot. My 1-year-old granddaughter just took her first steps. That's awesome.
Aww.
That's awesome.
Who said that? Oh, Christy.
By the way, how much did that wood stove go for?
Hi, Evan. Oh, that's what we need to do.
I need to know which wood stove. Because if it was the auction I'm thinking you're talking about, I think it went for $400.
I tried to buy one when I went with you a while back, and the guy he kept ranking it up so high that it's like I could buy that brand new.
Right.
But he paid for it.
It just depends upon the wood stove, because it seems like every auction I go to, there's a wood stove somewhere.
One of these days, I still want us to have one that we can heat in or bring in the heat from have the wood stove outside. We can pump it in.
I will go back and look, Ginger. It's probably in my, I may have it selling. I don't know. I want to tell everybody, whenever I go to auctions, I show a lot of stuff, but I don't watch everything sell because they always have more than one ring. Like today, they had 2 rings going, and I missed so much good stuff because I was over here at the other ring, and I can't watch all of it.
That would be a good thing to build, Palomito.
Yes. An outdoor oven.
If you don't build it first, she's going to start building it herself. Give her a couple years. Big Daddy Don Garlis, is that who you're talking about?
Bubba J or Big Daddy D.
Is that big?
Okay. It was just curiosity more than anything. Like I said, there's so many rings going that I miss so much stuff. I mean, I'll show it. I try to go through an auction and I try to show everybody everything that's there. And then I kind of have certain things that I'm looking for or wanting to buy or something like that. So I kind of focus on that stuff. And
that's cool. Try grip an auction.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you, Heather. So yeah, if y'all don't mind, hit the like button. If you already have, don't do it again.
Well, guys, it's 9:00. Yes, I'd like to have a potbelly wood stove too. But what we're going to do is we're going to hop off here. It's 9:00. We got to get around. I've got still a lot of stuff outside. I've got to go unload.
Yeah, I haven't.
Because it's dark now, but I've got to unload it because there's a chance that we might get some rain. So anyway, guys, thank you for coming in. We had a lot of fun with you guys tonight. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, we did. We went to the Gulf of America, and it was awesome.
Yes, we got T-shirts. We were at the Gulf of America, and I should have wore it. Where's my shirt? Bring it here, please. So I'm going to show you guys this. This stuff is so awesome. So we haven't even got it out yet. We haven't even started, but I think we got some stuff. So, even got a hat somewhere.
Yeah, it's still in my truck. That's not your size, but just put it up. We got
Check
one.
it out, guys.
Woo!
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh, wait a minute, I found my hat.
So, does it say Gulf of America?
No.
So, yeah, we got a Gulf of America hat from Jesse. Jesse and Lisa gave us a Gulf of America hat.
Where'd my
But
glasses go?
that is so cool. So we're gonna be wearing our Gulf of America stuff,
Yeah, but I
guys.
got a Biloxi, a BB hat.
I just realized
matches
that your
the
last
shirt.
name and my first name are only one letter different.
Who said that?
Gilliam, huh? So anyway, well, guys, we're gonna hop off now, and
No, he might be a William.
yeah, it's time to say, "Well," I jumped the gun.
Well.
Thank you, guys. We're gonna hop off now. William. Okay, there you go. William. I was
That's
going to
my
say
dad's
Jillian or William. There you go. So, but we're Gilliam. Anyway, guys,
Nice.
we're going to hop off. We love you guys. Thanks for coming in. And we will talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Very cool stuff. Love y'all. Bye.